I guess I'm back. Well, I didn't stream on Monday, as usual. I did record the VOD of it, but like, I very much only got too late into the rig and like, I didn't. It's like, I showed up with like 5 minutes on qualifying left for that one, so it was like, I did record it, but like, there didn't like that much interesting stuff happen actually in that race, so like, I tied up the championship in third place. Like that's, it's like I got that, but like I spun on the first lap, and that's like, and then drove up to second place to finish the race. It could have been a bit more interesting because, but unfortunately, I got a driver. I think I stopped got 30 even for pit spinning, so it became like very much me just running away with it very suddenly, very abruptly. So that wasn't too fun for me and him again. Let's see, TOGA server, TOGA race server. There's only 4 minutes left of free practice, so I guess the server does actually go live on 30, and I've taken like 15 minutes to just set up everything. God damn. What is okay, thanks OBS for disconnecting and not reconnecting again. Also not notifying me about that. Sure. Whatever. So, select my stream again. Size it back up. Okay, good. And now I need to get my dashboard back. Thank you. So, now we have those two components up and running again. I should really... Why is my game this large? You know, my game is larger than it should be, because I'm pretty sure I have 1600 by 900 configured, and that's probably gonna mess with the stream up a bit. Let me just check that, because my... pretty sure I've set that in the settings for this game, but like apparently that's like been, I don't know, written or something? Yeah, I have a feeling like my... Let me just check where my... yeah, my ACC scene is a lot larger than it should be, right? Because it, for some reason, it's full screen the game now. Video settings? Yeah, it is 1080p right now. Well, we don't want 1080p actually. It is not full screen actually. It is a window, but like, yes, we're going down to 900p. It's gonna change something on the stream, but like not for me. And now the screen fits again. Okay. I think I also recorded the other video with it, but like, it's not too noticeable on the recording, you know. Except that the quality gets worse actually, but you know. It's sort of like something we've just that I've accepted that like doesn't really matter too much. I mean, I perhaps should like record and like cut out like quite a few streamers do. It's just for VR streams, it makes so much sense to just, you know, have this in not full screen, because it's, you just save a bunch of space. Because it allows me to alt tab out of the game and interact with stuff behind the game correctly. On the other hand, like, this would be also an issue for the games, like, yeah. Okay, so we probably want some toe out on the front, on the setup. Temperatures, decently high, let's say. But I don't think we need toe out in on the rear. We don't need this. It's decently high, the temperatures, but it's a very fast track, so like, do I want 5 brake ducts? I think I don't. Yeah, rear spring range can go down, although we really aren't doing much corners here, are we? Like, we're spending most of the lap just, you know, driving straight on, so it's like, as much we're doing with corners, really. Cams are probably fine, right? Let's hit briefly drive. We have 40 seconds, so we can at least get some rolling. Experience of just rolling the car briefly and get some just mileage on the tires. See how the thing works. See if it behaves like, you know, a car should. Jones is sitting with a 56.8 as the fastest car in a Ginetta. What the fuck's going on here? Berg is 1.1 seconds off. Oh, I don't like this. Because Berg is usually just about as fast as me, not quite as. But it's weird that he isn't up there. Because this track obviously favors this car heavily. The Ginetta is completely worthless here. Under normal circumstances. Did he like put a restrictor or something on this car? Because otherwise I can't explain those numbers. Like, those numbers are just not explainable to me. This... Did he like explicitly fucking nerf our cars to stop us from just running away with things? The car's handling decently. I don't like how low the rear tire pressures are. I think the fronts are likely gonna hit the target. Unfortunately, we won't get actually a reference time in. So far, I like how this car handles, but like, you know, it's been like a week since I've driven this thing, and it's been a good 6 days or so. No, 5 days since. It's not even 5 days. It's like most of 4 days since I've driven the Porsche. Since I've driven with the Porsche Cup around Denington. And even though I like the car a lot more than before, but yeah, I think the fronts are probably fine. It's maybe down a bit, the pressures even, I think. But the rears, I think, up. Because they just were a bit too low there. So, no one is moving right now. And we're gonna take the fuel out of the car, obviously. Okay, so. You know. Wrong switches. So. I guess we didn't hear anyone because we're sitting at the end of the pit lane. That's an explanation for things, you know. Running so things are happening the way they are. I'm actually streaming, yeah. Actually, I have not an indicator. I didn't check if they have any BOP adjustments right now in this race. We shall see. We're gonna see also if the tire pressures are any right. Yeah, the car handles quite nicely, I would say. Maybe a bit too nicely, you could say. But like, I'm not missing any like grip on the front end massively. Like, the car tucks into corners nice. It's responsive, just as I would expect it to be. Front tires are still like, they're already up to 35 psi. The rears are still in the 24s. Target is 26 after all. You just need to place them in the 26. Everything else doesn't matter. But I've never tried to very precisely aim my tires. It's just like, oh, am I just trying to get them into this range? 1.9 in that sense has been godsend to me. Like, I rag regularly on 1.9 for ACC. But man, I do like that we have an actual tire range where you don't need to care, and it's not like you need to precisely aim this stuff. It's like, just vaguely aim it into this area and like, you're fine. That was too early, I think. Although we really did, like, I might have lifted off slightly off the brake. Although I feel like the deflection on the pedal was still basically at maximum. I think I've set up the pedal that I need to push it a bit further than the deflection. Because it's a load cell after all. In that sense I need to press it. You can set it up to take a lot more pressure than actually... Like, the springs don't matter. The springs just move for monkey brain a bit, but... Yeah, the front left is gently started to overpressure. The rear tires are starting to get into range. It's really impressive how that's like messed up. Jones again with a 56-1. Now, I find this just really weird that the Agenetta is this fast. Like, they must have, like, put restrictor plates on us for this to work out this way. Now, this was somehow, I guess, not track limits? Let's see how this lap's gonna go. Coming out of Parabolica, I think we're gonna aim for something similar. Probably higher. 55, 56 already, 57, 50 fucking 8, Jesus Christ. Can I just say he's cheating? Because there's no other way. You're not beating McLarens around fucking Monza. What is going on here? Even if you glue 40 kilograms on us, that's just not happening. Like, what is happening here? Like, he doesn't have top speed. He genuinely tops out on this circuit. How is he vaguely even within our pace? Let alone faster significantly. What the hell is going on here again? Like, I hope for him to just have a bad weekend so we can actually gain a decent amount of points on him, but like, no! He shows up and just like ignores fucking physics. I mean, heck, I'm missing like a massive amount of time to my McLaren comrade again. I don't know how I am supposed to gain that one as well. I mean, I've just lost a bunch of time on this lap because me getting screwed over is like nothing new either. And this count deciding whatever pace you get is whatever case you get. But yeah, there's something fishy about this. This is like, looks to me like cheating. There's something not right. A Ginetta should not win at Monza. This is like very clear. I mean, I've seen Alpine. Well, actually, I haven't seen Alpines do too well here. But I've definitely seen, you know, what the KTM Crossbows. I've even won one. But man, like, I'm down far. What did they do to our car to make it like not this good? Like, what is going on here? This is not adding up. What the hell is happening? Timetables? Oh yeah, minus 34 kilograms. Okay. But minus 11 kilograms for us as well. Huh? Huh? We're getting minus? How the fuck are we not faster than them? Huh? I think we do have turbo restriction. They put a massive power restriction on us. Like, we should be way faster than them. What is going on here? This makes no fucking sense. Hello. I'm like, huh? Excuse me? How are we getting beaten by Ginetta? Huh? This makes no sense whatsoever. And we got like one of the higher rate reductions here, their BOP said. Huh? We're getting utterly mugged here. Like, how is the fucking Ginetta a second per lap faster than Monza? Huh? Like, this is just bullshit at this point.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Like, he's just getting fucking favoritism here, completely. From the BOP. Like, this can't be fucking it, Chief. Like, how the fuck am I 2 seconds off the pace at Monza with this car? Against the Ginetta. And I have weight reduction, you know? The BOP literally even reduces my weight. How is this even remotely possible? As I said, the only way this is possible is that ACC isn't showing when you get restrictor plate BOP. And I think they probably grabbed heavily restrictor plate BOP on us. There's no other way. There's frankly... Like, just look and pull on me. Like, this isn't real. Like, I'm 6th now. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm really not happy about this because, like, I went into this having like, yeah, this is gonna, you know, be a fun one. We can have decent competition here. We can pull a bit in the championship ahead, but like, nah. I get the fucking opposite of last week. Like, it's frustrating because he has like a second on the entire field. Like, it's not just me who's like an additional second behind. Who's last, basically, in GT4 right now. Like, that's already enough bullshit, right? Like, I got completely over-nerfed here. But no, his car got completely over-buffed here. Not enough. I need a few more 10s to like... Not really, I'm barely in P3 pace right now. I would need 2 more 10s to like get up there to P1 pace, P2 pace at least. Oh, that's good. We're probably gonna bleed a bunch of pace now, especially because I just invalidated. Fuck. Overcooked completely. I have to now deliver on the final lap. And he just keeps falling because his car got so much fucking BOP advantage, you know. What other horse crap is this bullshit? I have way less pace than last time. Like there's an entire 10th missing. Heading up to Ascari. Yikes. And Potter has moved also the benchmark further up. What the fuck? I just lost all my time into the chicane there. Great, awesome. Awesome. Yeah, it's the final lap and I fucked up the chicane. God damn it. Yay, we're fucking 5th! For fuck's sakes. What fucking bullshit was this? I can get demoted even further. Fucking bullshit qualifying. Like, the thing is, my sector times are even pretty good. So first sector, okay, I'm losing a second in the second sector, Jesus, and a lot of 7/10 in the last sector. Like, my first sector time seems to be fine. I mean, heck, I'm losing even to... Actually, Haneke has inserted himself between me and Burke right now. Yeah, Burke is roughly the same sector times, except the last sector, he's like half... why is he half a second faster than me? Even with, like, the fucked up line in the last corner. How? How is he, like... Yeah, Ascari belongs to a final sector, but... He must run Ascari way faster than me. There's no other way. Like, I'm running this car, like, fully trimmed out and everything. What fucking bullshit is this? Bullshit BOP. Yeah. And there's another ping. Have I actually raced the McLaren around this circuit before? Like, come to, like, I'm starting to gaslight myself. Have I actually driven this car around this circuit before, you know? Is it just, like, not being good ever? And, like, I just forgot, never raced here, never realized that it just wasn't good on the circuit, and Kuna's just nerfed it already into hell. Because that's straight line speed. Content. Let me actually check. Not shorts, we don't have shorts. Live. Let's just search for all Monza streams, right? No, I guess not. I've raced the Alpine here actually. Yeah, I've done that. I've raced the Alpine. I've raced the Porsche Cup here. I've raced V-Track here with the McLaren 720S. I've raced the Ferrari 48 Challenge here. And I did the infamous Pan Am 6 hours of Monza here with the KTM crossbow. That's something you don't really want to watch. Because boy oh boy was that not fun. About as fun as this race is gonna be. Oh wait, I didn't mess that up. As fun as this race is gonna be. Yeah, I just can hope that only Jones... Like, Jones has got a fully actually dropped round in this championship. It sucks that I missed out on a decent finish in Nürburgring because someone had to be fucking hero and take me out. I mean, Hanek basically only beat me by 1 position, so I guess I can, like, still beat him to, like, you know, finish in front of him to get my 2nd place in the championship so I can finish up runner-up again. God, I fucking hate finishing runner-up. It's like... I'm, like, fucking cursed with, like, 2nd and 3rd positions in championships. It's, like... It's really fun how that keeps happening. I mean, I wanted to see that statistic again, because, like, it's a really interesting one to me. Right. Let's open. Am I logged into simracing.gp? No, I'm not. Ugh. Do I want to log into simracing.gp? I have to log into Steam. Do I want to do that now? I mean, I can. Oh, let's just do that briefly. Hold on. I want to see I want to see that statistic specifically from simracing.gp. Because they list that. Yes, the fingerprint sensor is gonna work on your phone if you have gloves on. Great idea, Lucas. Great idea. Right. But yeah, I tried to... I fixed my phone. I mean, you know, but like... Oh yeah, right, nobody knew that I actually had a non-functioning phone because I didn't stream on Sunday. Yeah. And yeah, the Fairphone has a fingerprint sensor, and I make use of it. But like, I'm used to just laying my finger on the power button, and it's like, why you're not turning on? Well. Okay. So yeah, I have, out of 262 races participated, I have 55 wins, which makes 19%. I have 131 podiums. Like, that's nearly 50%. Actually, it is precisely 50% podiums. I have a top 5 finishing rate of 59%, with an average finish of 5th position. Like, holy hell. Like that's just something. like that's some numbers there. And like, there's no particular surprise that like, oh yeah, I finish, you know, run-up in championships constantly because I don't win all the races. Like, clearly not. I'm only winning 19%, right? But also, like, I regularly, statistically speaking, just finish on the podium or on the top 5. Like, you just can't keep me off the podium properly. It's something that just, like... I think if I remember correctly, this championship requires tire changes, so we're gonna just trim the car in for tire change in the middle of the race. 50 liters should get us roughly halfway. I mean, this track is probably more thirsty, so let's just take 55 or something and take like 40 on the pit stop. Although we likely lead yet less than that. Tire pressures are, I think, fine. More pressure to car out now. And yeah, we have to start making some positions here. Biggest hope is that like he gets collected in some turn 1 accident that damages his car to slow it down and to actually bop it. I think I made that joke. Oh gosh, it's a while ago. Yeah, it's really a while ago because that's QRT Sprint Championship. Oh, that happened before VTREC Season 7. I think it was 7 was the last one before before it became not VTREC, sorry. It was VGT at the time. VGT Season 7 before it the Season 8 that became VTREC Season 0, the one that I won. But yeah, before Season 7 I participated in the QRT Sprint Championship, which the American time slot, so that was Sunday, about 2100, 2000. We had barely any attendance, and the championship lasted 2 rounds. But yeah, 1 round was at Watkins Glen, and like, I was driving the Porsche, because I was trying to make up my mind what car to drive. The Porsche was working great. I loved it. It was awesome. Although I wasn't quite as fast as some of the fast guys that were in the Ferraris, and like, I jokingly referred to that like, you know, one of the Ferrari drivers that had crashed relatively early in the race, like, he had dropped behind us and wasn't quite able to actually outpace us again, and was like kind of fighting with us. But due to damage, he wasn't like running away or anything. I mean, I think I finished 3rd in that race. There was, I think, someone who... Or I finished 4th, something like that. I think there was like 2 other fast guys still left in the front. And then it was me harassing a Mercedes the entire distance. Like, I just couldn't pass the guy and like was just glued to his rear bumper. And it was frightening for him. The next round at Donington did not go well, and the car just imploded on me completely. Which is funny because the Donington round that I didn't stream went reasonably well in the Porsche Cup, and it's like the Porsche Cup worked really well also at Watkins Glen, but I worked at Donington while I couldn't get the 992 GT3 to work. I don't know anymore. I feel I really need to like get some, you know, what are they called? Tundra trackers, and just glue them to the back of my hand, so I can just do gestures and everything while I'm sitting in the pit lane waiting for stuff to happen. You can just gesticulate more, especially when I'm flipping someone a bird, although it doesn't track that. But like, because it's not any other way really feasible to do. I have 2.0 Vive trackers with trap straps, and like, you know, you can wear this on your feet and like do certain things on your floor, and even that's kind of uncomfortable. But like, it's you know, but like, just wearing them on your hands or wrists even while driving is just like a no-go, because that's massive. Also, like, index knuckles, you can't wear them on your hands obviously because you're driving, right? But like, you can't wear them on like your wrists even, because like, I've tried it and it's uncomfortable. And like, back in 2021 when I was like figuring out how to actually do this and stream with a VTuber model in VR, and it's like, well, you know, the software exists, it does work. And I figured out, well, you could just, you know, calibrate it and then just move your arms down to the side of your body and turn the controllers off, and it will just keep the position there. And then you can put the controls away. Awesome solution to the problem. Right. It's the stuff that I do regularly. But yeah, currently the standings on their website is not quite right because SimGrid a bit buggy. You can tell I haven't booted into Windows since Sunday because there's some things wrong. I have tried actually in VR Elite Dangerous. Not last night. I actually tried. Last night I slept a lot, which is unfortunate because I missed out on watching Dokibot's debut or re-debut, or just the reappearance. I missed out on that one. Sad. I've been starting to watch the fun of it. I guess I got a lot of sleep in, on the other hand. So I guess that's great. Yeah. So that happens. I mean, the entire Sanji meltdown has happened, and it's just been like, you know, a freaking roller coaster there. It's like, man, I do occasionally make make a situation go from worse to worse, from bad to like worse and worse, because I repeatedly make bad decisions. But man, Niji Sanji is out competing me on that front completely. Right. Okay, what do we have interesting stuff on the standings right now for this championship? How many rounds is actually left in this one? We haven't learned on the 11th with Suzuka. I kind of want to run Suzuka. I don't know if I'm actually still signed up technically for this championship, right? Because I technically definitely signed out of it. Where is it? There's TOGA. Right. We do have a few more rounds in this championship to go, and it's like in TOGA. How many rounds do we have right now? We are now on Monza, obviously. And then we have Barcelona next week, and that's the final round. That wraps up this championship. Standings wise, not GT3, on GT4. GT3 is a runaway championship because that guy was like 150 points. Jesus. Yeah, the thing is they forgot to actually turn on dropped score, despite them saying that it has one. So I assume they just, you know, forgot, and we need to evaluate with dropped score, which would put me and Lukas, the other one, at about at 106 and 107 points respectively. He has 1 point more than me, which is I think a fastest lap probably that's got him into this position. Callum, because we have otherwise the same scores. Like I have a first place, he has a first place. I have a second place, he has a second place, and I have a third place, and he has a third place. Actually, we have the entire score flipped. He has a third, second, sixth, and first. I have a first, sixth, second, and third. This is gonna change now, this round. That's not gonna be flipped anymore. Some symmetrical pictures here. Yeah, Callum started with second place, first place, and then a no-show last round, which puts him at 116. So he would have 10 points on us. According to the scoring table, you know, round 6 has double points. Oh, that's really interesting stuff. And that's a longer round. But, like, yeah, for us to gain 10 points on him, he would have to... like, I can gain 10 points on Callum if I finish first and he finishes third. If I finish third, he has to finish sixth to get 10 points diff. Right. Yeah. For the final round, it is first to second already because it's double points, you know. Numbers make sense. Right, what's the race distance then for the last round? Also, like, not attending that one, just... you know, with a dropped score, like, the last round always is like, it kind of sucks because, you know, you still lose out on more points not attending that one. So, yeah, that's fun. They don't say how long this final race is, but they do say they give a couple points for it. Maybe it's not longer? I would be surprised if it isn't. Alright. Okay, then, yeah, we have to change tires and refuel. I expected that. Good. I don't think I have really anything to adjust on the car. Do I want to adjust the camber a bit? No, I mean, running this thing a bit over cambered makes sense around Monza. Because you don't want to actually, you know, use the entire contact patch. Actually, we might just ramp a bit more camber. Actually, we just put more cast onto the car. Just in general, and then lower the front right camber a bit. Keep the front left the same. Rear tire wise, yeah, I think this is fine. And I'm not running any toe on the rear. Good, we need to put a fresh set of tires on. Not forgetting that one. When I'm playing around with this like this. Yeah, I think we have everything. So, we're looking at tire warmers anyway in this class. Let's look here. I mean, we're not seeing Jones. He's covered up by another McLaren in front of us. There's Porter. There's Hanak. There's Stewart with the other freaking overpowered car. Has anybody actually responded to me shit talking the BOP? Yeah. Yeah, it's just like Callum is quick, but not that much. It's like, yeah, like it should balance the cars, but frankly, like usually what you get is like a car that literally hits the speed limiter on this track should not fucking be on pole anymore. Like, sure, he put the car still, I think, on pole at Paul Ricard. I think he still put the car on pole at Paul Ricard, but like, don't get me wrong, but like, he's good, but like, man, not this good. He's gonna win this championship if they apply the dropped score again. And like, at this rate, he doesn't even need the dropped score. Look, this guy is just like straight up making his own rule. Oh god, there's rain in 10 minutes. I just noticed. Oh, should we adjust the tire pressures? Nah, but we don't have the time really. Let's just go. It's gonna be interesting because the track will be slightly damp. Oh, we just switched the ABS off by accident. Switch that back on. Right. So, yeah, there's gonna be rain in 10 minutes. Light rain, I've noticed. But we're gonna not change, obviously, tires. This is gonna be interesting how Callum plays with that. I've seen, what's his name? Gosh, it's embarrassing. I don't remember his name. Infamous Track EU member. Infamous guy, god damn it. How did I forget his name again? He drove also KTM Crossbow. When we did the... not KTM Crossbow, sorry. He also drove one of these Ginettas last season. What is his name? God damn it! Why do I forget his name? Raced against him multiple times. I can't remember names to save my life. This is one of those cases. Oh, what is his name? Just can't remember his name. And the news seems to not be there anymore, so I guess that's gonna answer that one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember the name and I can't look it up anymore, so it's like we have to operate with what we have. Would be actually useful to know when the pit window opens and closes again. I mean, my stream is actually showing it, but you know, I don't have the numbers actually on my screen. Because, you know, how rarely you actually need those. Unfortunately, more of that you would like to. I admit occasionally. My front right is so high pressured. Why is that the case? Oh, that's weird. After dumping a bunch of heat into the breaker discs, the front right gets really high pressure. We're nearly at 27 psi on the formation lap here. Well, that's strange considering I didn't have many issues in qualifying on that one. Should pressure itself back down again. It's just because I'm running less brake ducts on the front. I even know I shot my box a bit. Yeah, the Aston belongs behind me. I think we're gonna start as always in second gear. Guess we're pretty high revs on first. We're basically creeping towards the rev limit there at first.
Green light, go, go, go.
Let's see, how is this gonna go now? And there's the GT3 coming by already.
Clear on the left.
Anek's trying himself on Jones here. This is turn one.
Clear on the left.
We're not making this any more white than it already is.
Clear on the left.
Okay, fine, we've got a grass hop, I guess.
Slow car ahead. Car on the left.
Ah, there we have the fucking Alpine again! For fuck's sakes, you idiot! Same guy, I'm pretty sure, as last week. Okay, there's GT3 coming by. Just go, man, just go. No, you're not looking up the inside of me here. Just keep in your lane, please. You're last place in GT4. We're not interested in you. But yeah, no one can actually accuse me of gaining anything, because I literally dropped back behind the guy who I went off track behind. So I think it was a wise decision there to just get out of the mess. We have a completely functional car. That's gonna be worth something. That's too hot. Actually, just about pulled it up. Felt way too hot for him to survive. I guess he just lived through that. Yeah, Hanek is in P3 right now. On the P2. Actually, I think no, Hanek is P3 right now. We have an Aston in between. Oh, the Gorge. What is GT4 Qualy coming?
Clear on the right.
Good. That one. It feels like he has more punch than me out of corners sometimes. Oh god, they're all tripping over each other.
Clear on the left.
I'm not happy with what you just did there to me. Because I was still on the outside of you and you just like close the door very aggressively towards a gravel trap there. Me. Not a fan of that.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
The poor ass there. It just gets double teamed completely. But it's McLaren's. One takes one on the entry, the other one on the exit. Yeah, but I feel like I can do faster than him. But I don't know if it's because I'm slipstreaming off him. Or if he's genuinely like just, I mean, he's got some bashes in his car. So like probably his one isn't quite as fast anymore. But then again, he like actually stretches his legs out of corners regularly on me, so you know, who knows at this point. Oh hey, there comes the rain. Not much entry, thanks. Like the Aston coming really close to us. The braking zone. Switch to freaking screen light one. We want to see actually what we're seeing. Man, Potter's already lost like 5 seconds to him. What utter bullshit is the BOP here tonight?
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I was doubting for a moment that I'm actually gonna slow down there in time. But we're fine. Actually, no, he's not 5 seconds behind. It's me 5 seconds behind. I mean, he's 1.9. It's not much better, but like, it is a bit better. Unlike his next target. Ooh, we need to brake a bit earlier than this. That Aston just straight lined the chicane completely. You mind giving the position back to whoever you just, you know, mugged off a position, I would say. Because I might be suggesting that you might have like just stolen a position, you know? It definitely feels like it. But the rain is gonna intensify over the next 10 minutes, that's gonna get interesting. I should have packed higher pressures onto my tires.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Few tenths faster there than I'm like in front. Right, we need to brake earlier this time around.
Yellow flag accepted.
I feel like I might hear some brake chatter there. Ooh. A bit more wheel spin than I expected out of the corner. I'm starting to close in, I'm gonna do it. I feel like our friend in front is just escaping completely. Fonda seems to be struggling a bit as well. Whoa! That was a bit much sideways. But we're just gonna take the outside line here around here.
Car on the right.
Yeah, Jones is now 9 seconds up ahead. His BOP is just broken. And like, I'm sorry, but like, no, this is next level bullshit that I think I've never seen before. Yeah, we're actually gaining on Porter, so.
Stay away from curbs.
Okay. Next 10 minutes the rain is de-intensifying. Okay, let's see his filter now. You know, the only one that isn't losing ground to me is Jones. Despite being, you know, literally thrown the curveball. Proverbial one with the rain conditions.
There's a slow car ahead. Gaining on the car ahead is up to 3.
Yeah, he's struggling a lot, but like I also nearly lost a second to Jones there, so it's like, this is not good. Fuck, fuck, fuck. How the fuck did this not slow down?
Warning for exceeding track limits.
So I can take the L there on a track limit warning. But I'm pretty sure that I've slowed down sufficiently. Yes, the delta was positive, but you know, it's...
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Yeah, Porter is really struggling with these conditions. Domwork is not playing nice here, and well, in the next 10 minutes it should stop raining, so it's positive for him. The track will take a moment to dry. Pit window just opened. Oh fuck, 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 I fucked up again. Both of us off the track. I'm earning fucking unnecessary track limit warnings there. Because I just keep forgetting that I need to brake at the 400 marker now. Because it's raining. Because that moves my braking marker like 50 fucking meters backwards on that corner. When in every other corner it moves at like 10. Like the lack of braking performance of the third one is like just downright criminal. And it was a lot closer to him, so he definitely got also a track limit warning there. And now to be a bit more careful on those. It's just the problem, like, you forget, you need to, like, just mail a freaking postcard, but... The GT3 car is 15 seconds up the road from him, from Caleb. Well, actually 5 seconds in front of him, 15 seconds from us. Having moments there. Yeah, Berg is also struggling a lot with these conditions. It's just, this is a bit of the problem with, you know, Callum being about as skilled as I am. Probably a bit better. Is that he will just gap me in these situations. Wait, how far were we into the race? About 15 minutes. A bit less, actually. Okay, about 2 minutes ago was that now? Yeah, we have a moment. Now, brake at the 200 fucking mark, okay? And now the car overslows. What the fuck was this? I brake at the 200 marker now correctly. It's like, huh? You wasted a bunch of time now because the car suddenly slowed down. Thanks, game. I gladly appreciate that part. That was GT3. Honda specifically. And Honda does really well in the wet. Usually, from my opinion. I've actually driven in preparation for the V-Track Laguna Seca race. I drove... It started raining on the server, so I drove out with dry tires and I just continued lapping the circuit. And in between time, it actually got flooded. So I was driving with dry tires on a flooded circuit without noticing it in between. I mean, Jordan regularly, like, he had come in to replace them with wet tires and then just tried closed me in easily. But it spun again. So I had to close me in again. It was very funny in that sense. Yeah, I'm not closing in as much on Portal anymore. It's not good. Oh, if at all, actually, he can't miss it here. Bit better braking. There's a Lambo behind us. And the outside line there.
Clear on the left.
Yeah, you have the 5 seconds. Fuck. Sorry, I did not intend that. My bad. I missed my braking point. And my choice was go into your rear end or dive you a bit. Well, that's not how you take that corner, Potter. deal with definitely a bit more rain before this stops. Another GT3 coming up to get by us. They must have like changed onto wet tires or something, or repaired the car, because they pitted before the pit window opened.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
There's a puddle over there even. It's that bad. Well, the track is still only damp, in quotation marks only. It's really not safe what I just did in terms of a line there. For that corner.
Gaining on the car ahead is sector 3.
Should have probably switched my headlights at least on. Yeah, it's raining. I completely forgot. Because I just wasn't around people.
Yellow flag in sector 3. Car on the left.
I don't want a repeat of a certain Monza accident that I had in my first online sim race, league race ever. Which was specifically into this Ascari chicane. Me being on the outside and then getting pushed up until the track edge and then into the grass even. Well, not quite pushed into the grass, I deviated slightly under braking because I was a noob. And that caused me to, you know, lose control and tear them, and we both spun off into the gravel. The clip is actually on YouTube because, on my channel, but like, if our friend Simon hasn't taken it down, he was driving behind us and recorded the incident happening.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Fuck, I overcooked it. God damn it. Wasted another lap behind them. But yeah, by the 15-minute mark we need to start considering coming into the pits to get the pit stop done. Jones is now 16 seconds. I had to like, just GG, there's nothing I can do about him. Rain is basically stopping right now. Well, it has actually stopped. It's just that I'm getting spray still on my windscreen while I nearly go to the back of him. Is he gonna pit with that line? No, he didn't. Let's switch the windscreen off.
Falling behind the car in front of
Even though it's gonna put some drizzle onto our windscreen, that's gonna be fine. We're gonna have to deal with a GT3 again.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Can't quite do the same thing that they did with the Aston. Now we have to also deal with the race leader coming by. Oh, that's extra fun. I'll stay right.
Right. Clear on the right. Faster car coming up behind you.
Back still damp.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Here's the weave between us. There's the Audi GT4. That's being lapped. And coming also into the pits.
We're at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
A bit too much wheel spin for me.
Car on the left.
The right hand side.
Clear on the left. Car on the left. Faster car coming up behind you.
Ah, he's gonna slot between us, that's fun. Because that's gonna widen the gap again. I think I should just pit at this point, get out of the cycle, because these guys are just gonna be hit with traffic more and more. On the other hand, I don't want a clean track for my fresh tires. Fuck it, we're gonna do it, I think. How much fuel do we need to finish? 20 liters, okay. Although actually these... well, my fuel consumption numbers are probably wrong, but like... actually even my fastest lap time is wrong. Everything is wrong with those numbers. Can't trust the numbers. Because it's calculating from my fastest lap time in this session, which really isn't a good one because I was stuck in traffic still. And then also there is a bunch of other stuff. I don't know why he's braking this early for the corner.
Car approaching. Watch out.
I guess he gaps me in the exit again.
Car on the right.
Thanks, GT3. I totally wanted to have you up my inside there to cost me another set of time, but I desperately fucking need to actually get by him. Yeah, it's not like I've lost enough ground to him already. Alright, but I've configured 35 liters. That should be, with those 15 liters extra, more than enough for us to finish. Even with the conditions improving and everything. Track's not gonna completely go dry in a moment. It's gonna stay a while greasy. Hello? I'm literally pressing the button to put the right indicator on and it keeps going off immediately. Because I definitely want the indicator on when there's traffic coming up and I'm coming into pits.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Go fuck yourself, you GT3 prick. That's Callum, I think, leave. No, that's not Callum. Callum has a different car color. There's a pink car, as I have. Well, I don't have a pink car actually, I'm in the yellow! I'm driving yellow, I'm pretending to be Resco.
Mandatory stop at the start clear. Let's go, go, go. Low tire pressure, stay clear of the curbs.
Ironic, like he came in he passed me around the. Oh yeah, right, because he has 10-second penalty. That was why. Bitch, I'm already out again. You have to deal with him being behind me now.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Right. Hanukkah has a 5-second penalty, interesting. 3 seconds behind me. I'm currently in GT4, well, same position as before. Actually, Jones has also already pitted. But he's like 20 seconds ahead of me, Jesus Christ! Oh yeah, I don't think we want to win this championship anymore, Chief. 15 points now behind at the end of this round. At best, I can win Barcelona, but I'm not expecting it. This car's not gonna be suited for it.
Car on the right. Clear on the
Hello,
right.
Porsche.
Faster car coming up behind you.
Now we're gonna have a repeat of Hamilton versus Verstappen. Well, not really. He's already out there. You can see him. I don't know if you can see him. I can see the 4 pixels that make up his Mercedes there. He got a way faster pit stop than me. There he is already. On a dry track, this is not gonna go well for me. They're not gonna be 15 points, we're gonna be 20 points behind. Because, you know, Porsche did out-qualify me, he just sucked in the weights. How the hell is he 3.6 seconds faster than me when it's out? It's like, come on. I didn't drive that slowly. I guess the one race where, like, I try an undercut, it's like, you know, it doesn't work immediately. I love how that works. How things like this work out. Oh, come on, shitbox. I didn't need a rally course there. I had a really shit run out of that corner because he's bleeding a lot of time on the straight. And yeah, he's still 2.6 seconds now ahead. Yikes, this is gonna be a bit of a challenge to gain now. It's also gonna be a challenge to figure out where to brake here for turn 1. Well, I broke definitely too early because he got like 3/10 on me there. Alone. Just for me braking. What the fuck are you doing? Well, Porter lost a lot more time there with him. I'm gonna get a GT3 through the first of the Lesmos. It's always me. Am I the only one who mistakes Lesmo with Degna sometimes? I know Degna is at Degna 1, Degna 2 is at Suzuka. But like sometimes I like call Degna Lesmo and like Lesmo Degna. That's something stupid. That's not good. Yeah, we didn't get away with that one. Yikes, chief. Drying track is not a good combination with violating track limits. And we're getting right now the entire brunt force of the GT3 field coming down on us. Great. Gotta love it. Did make up a bit of ground there. And another GT3 feels like the need to insert himself into my life. No. Get alongside or get fucked. It possibly genuinely like makes him half a second delay on me in turn 1. Like, it's not good, this situation, I mean. I should have not lost this much ground on him. Heck, I should have not ended up behind him, even! Like, I was down to 2 seconds at the line, and like, now he has a half a second in hand again. What is this? Then X gains another 2 chance out of fucking... What is it? Okay, please don't give me heart attacks like that. Irrelevant of how I drive this corner, I lose ground as well. Fucking thanks, I lost my fucking chance at them. He just has the pace on me for some reason in the dry conditions. Does it make sense? No, not at all. He has 7/10 on me in this lap alone. It doesn't make any sense why I'm so much slower than him in dry conditions than I'm in wets. No, not the slightest. Like, why does he make up 3/10 on me in turn 1? I'm at the limit of what my car can do in braking. Come on. Stop bullshitting me at this point. And he's just been getting... he got like a bit of unfavorable traffic and it just like... it kept messing me up more than him. As soon as I press the brake pedal, I lose 2/10. Unfucking real. More time. You could just literally watch the gap go up right now. Yeah, there must have been some restrictor plate bolt that has been put on my car because, man, we're just losing ground here constantly. That's not good. I cut quite a bit into the chicane. Let's see if we got away with that. Yeah, I have no chance. He literally runs away with 7/10 in the hand right now. He's just literally 7/10 at this point faster than me. It is nothing. The car just isn't giving me anything.
Faster car behind you.
Fucking great. I love it how that happens. Like, I was so close to him! And then just, you know, fucked over completely by the fact that it went dry again. Like, yeah, it was predictable. Yeah, it was, but like, you know. Why am I so much faster than him in dread? Also, thanks, Cal, for like not braking. It's not like you were constantly losing ground every single time we went to turn 1 anyway. Shitbox. Ah. Yeah, like that's just like fucking seals down the deal on me not having any chance at the championship, right? Because he just like has another fucking 10 points. Like, he genuinely doesn't even need a fucking... the dropped score at this point, right? It doesn't matter that he literally skipped the fucking round because they just kept giving him favorable BOP over favorable BOP. And the rounds that I could have like benefited of beating him. Like, I'm not doing anything wrong here in my lines and I still lose like so much ground. It's just the most bullshit I've ever seen. Like, a car that makes up its speed on the straights. I really feel like they gimped this one. I really feel they put restrictor plate on here and just didn't tell us.
Losing to the car ahead is up to 1.
Could have actually gained on him if I hadn't fucked up my lap. He was a bit slower. And again. Dropped a bunch of time in turn 1 because this car does not want to slow down for turn 1. How far is actually Callum at this point ahead of him? Because now he was 23 seconds ahead of him, which means 28 in front of me. Brakes, please, please. Just fucking stop chatting and just brake, slow the car down, please.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
But yeah, I can't even finish fucking second here.
Faster car is approaching. Car on the right.
Come on, I broke early enough, Carl. Fucking furry. I was actually track limit somehow. God.
Yellow flag.
This car's just falling apart as soon as the track dried off. I don't know. It just has no pace in the dry. Yeah, there had been a discussion on the track. Well, not a bit of a discussion, right? It was, you know, it was. I never. No, sorry, Ruby Acosta. I repeat that I cannot fucking remember names to save my life. And this is definitely another case of like I can't remember names to save my life. What was that one for? Pretty sure that's some Steam notification or something. For a brief moment it looked like he had genuinely the guy in a tow, like there was a tow hitch. The shadow briefly looked like them genuinely being connected with a tow hitch to each other. And with how close the two were, like that would have been freaking feasible. Oh dear, right. Oh, someone is in the pits? Oh, GT3. Huh. Oh, whatever. I mean, this rate Callum could get away with a drive-through penalty. I need to be careful not to get one. I'm just gonna go for finish right now. There's no point in pushing. The car has no pace. Okay, sorry, him. If I'm going to for finish, I shouldn't like get in the way of the GT3 Sata. Lamar, he has a 5 second. The guide P3 has a 5 second, and Hada gets him right behind the two. He has a 5 seconds. Can I get also 5 seconds to join the team? Like I haven't done anything in this race besides, you know, not being particularly polite to people.
Faster car coming up behind. Watch out. Car on the left.
Ooh, I'm so sorry, man. For giving you a fucking jump scare, Jesus. But yeah, I feel like the car's just slow. Like, it feels slower than the crossbow KTM. Because I've raced the crossbow around this track before. Obviously, infamously, and that's 6 hours. I feel like it was faster, the crossbow there. Which is saying something. Also, Berg is now behind me, 11 seconds. He might be faster than me at this point again, but like, you know, doesn't matter, no, he completely sucked in wet conditions, so. Like, you can definitely tell when you have dry tires and wet conditions. What is the difference between, like, you know, the hot lappers and the actual racers? Because the racers, like, the old foxes like myself, they're like, yeah, it's wet, I guess. Continue driving like it's nothing. And the hot lappers are just like, they just fall apart completely.
Faster car coming up behind you.
Because I don't even know, my car's just not behaving predictably. I'm like, when has it ever? Okay, I mean, this car's relatively predictable right now, but like, I'm like, well, you know, I've driven the Porsche Cup enough times, like, it could be always worse.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Yellow flag in sector 3. The faster car is approaching. Okay, the leader is on the final lap now.
Yeah, we have to only go one more time around this stupid circuit.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Should we try after I'm done with this? I mean, nobody's in chat. I would like someone actually to be in chat, you know?
Front in sector 2.
I don't care that I have, like, no, like, being a 2 view at least instead of a 0 view is a bit fun. Because interacting with people is, you know, fun. And I could be like, hey, does anyone care for me to actually try and see if the car does, you know, reasonably better? No, no one cares. And when you're feeling shit already, it's quite like, well, why should I care and trying at all? You know. I do sometimes consider if I should, like, you know, stream on Twitch, but it's just like, it's just I repeatedly shoot myself in the foot because I'm trying to be, not because I'm trying to be different in the sense that, like, I just think because, like, I guess, yeah, because I guess I have a hipster attitude in some ways.
Clear on the right.
Because, like, no, I'm not using race laps or anything. I'm using SimHub or heck, even writing my own solution to this problem. Because it's like, I in some ways don't choose to be one, but like in some ways my own decision-making process is down to this point where, like, I just make decisions that are not popular. I mean, I even thought about putting like outrunning Niji in thumbnail, but like I felt like that's just not right. Because I have a morality in some ways. Like, you just can't have this. That would have made a difference. Nobody's seeing it. It's like nobody's gonna freaking see that. Should in general put more effort into my thumbnails and just, you know, pose the car on the track that's actually being driven on? Maybe not just, you know, take my generic thumbnail for the 15th time. No one can distinguish actually them. There's like 10 streams with the same thumbnail. Besides the banner slightly changed and like my pose being switched out. Probably there are streams that like literally use the same fucking pose. Doesn't matter at this point anymore, no. I could have at least stayed long enough that I could boop you. Jones got another lap here. This guy parked already up. Well, this guy, I don't know, I'm gonna do a fucking cool on lap at this point. I definitely need to save the setup so we can just immediately roll it back up in the car and try it back. Because I really want to find out if, like, if there is a restrictor. Because I'm pretty sure there must be a restrictor on this car. Otherwise it would not be this damn slow.
Car on the right.
Hello, McLaren.
Clear on the right.
How are you doing?
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Well, at least this happened on the cooldown lap, you know. I at least didn't do this on the race. Still a pain. Like, this is just bullshit. I do not feel great about this race and like how it came out. Do we want to briefly look at the replay or the replay? So it's probably going to reset before we can actually, you know, see anything meaningful on it. What happened in front of me? I mean, it's not particularly interesting what happened around me because I just went rally crossing. And I'm just like, I back out of this, I'm not going to do anything. GT... Oh yeah, there's some cars already facing the wrong way. He skips the chicane less. Okay, Burke is pushed wide because of that. Burke is then trapped behind Hanak. So that's Potter into P2. Right, and we're now having to reset from the replay again. But yeah, that happened there. And a bunch of stuff happening right in front of us as well, which we're gonna look at that, I guess, in a moment once I've... Oh yeah, I forgot to save the setup again. Doesn't matter, no, we're not gonna freaking care about that. We're gonna load up Monza. How's the weather conditions? 27 average ambient, that should be fine for getting the right temperatures, roughly. Getting it at least into the range. Yeah, that's actually hotter even. Okay, that's good. That's good. It gives us a reference. Right. We did notice the fronts were overpressured. And rears needed a bit more pressure in them. We lowered the toe. On the rear we increased the toe on the front so the car has a bit more response. We increased the caster and then reduced the camber on the front right. Carried a bit of fuel, we're gonna take about 40. We changed the right height settings. We ran 1 ABS important, and we ran 4 brake ducts on the front. Okay, so that should give us roughly our Monza trim. Right, and let's see what lap times we're coming back. If we're going significantly faster than 58, then... I mean, we do have actually the reference over here. We haven't dealt that for this car. So we're gonna pull that one up. So we're gonna see how that performs against our Delta. Because I'm just like, either I'm gaslighting myself or something is in the water, yeah. And like, I feel like there's lead in the water. Well, there's not much gain actually on the throttle here. Like you would expect with a power reduction that there's gains to be had just in a straight line. I guess maybe or friendly people at Kunos already nerfed this car into the ground on the circuit and I just didn't know and like expected, you know, a car that is high speed pure to actually work on a high speed circuit properly. And not be one of the worst cars to pick for this track. That Kunos is a fucking clown circus and nerfed this car already into the ground. Yeah, we're actually losing a bit of ground in the straights because we're 11 kilograms heavier. Plus fuel, obviously. You know, fuel doesn't matter quite as much because fuel was roughly what we carried also in the race. Yeah, 2 tenths down right now, mainly because I didn't first chicane properly. But yeah, I feel like I essentially gaslit myself. I think I should have showed up with a fucking crossbow because, man, this car's doing terrible. We're 5/10 down right now. I mean, we're nearly actually still sort of beat out on. And yeah, it's actually against my quality time. Oh, shooting what? Anyway, we've I think figured out that no, I gaslit myself here the entire race. That's even better. Not. It's worse. But yeah, we're gonna have to freaking live with that part. Just pain, Pekka. Just pure pain, Pekka. Alright, let's watch it start again from my perspective. And there's Moberg just being Moberg and just causing a massive crash there. And then Burke and Stewart getting together, unfortunately. Like, what goes in this guy's head a bit? I would like to ask. How did he enter third one even? Drives one of the most overpowered cars in the game. Yeah, I mean, if you're not competent enough to hold your own line, then, like, please just don't do stuff like this. How does it look from, perspective of him? Yeah, and this was awkward just for Stewart. He's not really at fault here. He did drive towards the right. Right. But, well, sort of. He got sent right with the collision with Moberg. And then just didn't, return left because he couldn't predict that Berg was, like, literally off in the grass and was about to rejoin again. There's some people just like, the brightest bulb in the pack. There's Mass. Mass did something later on in the race, like, holy hell. Remind me, like, that was something scary, spooky. And do we have to deal with him? No, not here, at least. He just start this lap with normally, I guess. Sort of. How does he how are you not capable of turning through this corner and not dying? How have you found a car that understeers there off the circuit? Even my McLaren made the corner. Yeah, I guess he just doesn't turn. Like, he just forgets to turn the steering wheel. Like, he just forgot that, you know, the steering wheel needs to be pointed. It's a Mahavi Raguna for moments, yeah. Why does he have this, like, really slow drive for this corner? Okay, he turns the pits. Drives back out. Forgets to turn again. Turn! Use your steering wheel! I find this like the most impressive thing to swing out twice at the Curva Grande. Oh yeah, now that explains what the fuck happened here. Because there I am coming. Right. Like he rejoins. He was clear at that moment, sort of. I mean, he crossed over while there was no car, technically. But like, still, like there was. Now he's sitting there on the inside of the corner, and then just like people come blindside around the corner, and suddenly there's car on the inside, right? Yeah, that's definitely an unsafe region because that's into the path of Porter, who immediately took evasive action. I was, for most part, too busy molding and sieving to actually notice him doing this stupid stuff. I was like, wait a minute, there's a car slow! And then just decide to go up the inside of him. But yeah, like twice he forgot just to you know, use the steering wheel for Curva Grande. Is he coming to the pits again? Yes, he came. Good. Did he actually come in for Curva Grande? I guess he did correctly. Like, genuine question: how do you mess up Curva Grande? Twice. Yeah, he just turns here. It's fine. It's so weird. Oh, he had another pit stop there. Why did he pit so many times? I mean, his car looks fine. Guess he's out of fuel, maybe? Well, I guess maybe so, but penalty? Oh, he got himself speeding again. He's running second gear here. Oh, he briefly released. He didn't get disqualified, it's a miracle. Yeah, he definitely got a stop go there at the end of the race. That's extra fun for him. No, there's no point in coming into the pits. You're not able to serve penalties. Because you're after start finish. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. You need to get to the pit exit for the penalty serving to count. That's important. That's an important side fact. Yeah, I didn't quite enjoy that. Right. What happens here once... What pinged to me? Because I definitely heard something that pings to me. There's some notifications from Thunderbird. Be on high speed. Lemao. Okay. So. Where's the emoji? Because I'm putting emoji in for the fucking for the normies to understand it, like that I'm joking about. It's like, yeah. I mean, I have earlier suggested to use straight up favoritism there, but like, we're half around. Come on. Favoritism. Even slower. Like, it's worse. Yes, it's just terrible and, like, you know, fun stuff. Alright, okay. Wait a minute. Huh. I guess that's what happened here. Is my chat working actually? Yes, what Steam notification did I get? I wonder what. You know, I wonder what Steam notification I got. I wonder what. Yeah, I wonder what you did there. Now I need to play a horror game again. I mean, it's been a... Like, I have played a bit of Phasmophobia, and that was, like, the thing. God, it's been a while. Jesus, how many years has it been since Phasmophobia came out? Oh... It didn't make me feel old. It must have been like at least 2 or 3. If it's not like... At least 2.5 or something like that. Right. When did that become? Phasmophobia. Does it state when it was released? Yeah, 2020. Yes, and I played it back then. We're at 3 years. 3.5 nearly. Basically 3.5 years. Yeah. Yeah, that's like not great. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like fucking old.
Copy that command.
No, we're not listening to this video about you need to build a Rust desktop app. Yes, I do know. Although perhaps not with that framework that he's demonstrating in that video. Right. I feel like it's perhaps time to wrap up the stream. I don't know. I think my time is right. It's 2249. I think I set my time when I booted into Windows, because that's a thing actually. Because I'm dual booting Linux and Windows on this box, right? Linux runs the time serve, the system time in UTC. Well, it does display it obviously in your time zone, right? That works correctly, but like it does display, it does set it in the BIOS effectively to the UTC time. So, and it does, if you briefly on the boot screen you look at the time, it's wrong, but like as soon as you boot in, it sets the time and it's fine. Before you even notice it. Windows will profoundly refuse to actually automatically sync the clock. Like, you have the setting on and it just refuses to do that. I've gone literally 4+ hours and it has had not in between come up with the idea of like, you know, maybe I should perhaps sync with the time server and figure out the time. And then it's just like, usually I press the button at some point and realize like, oh shit. The thing is, I need to be slightly careful with that time button because I do know that SimHub, for example, bricks itself when the time travels backwards. Although actually we travel forwards all the time, so that's fine. Because we go from UTC to CET, so we go an hour forward. So SimHub doesn't break itself. But yeah, I observed SimHub effectively no longer update. The dashboard's no longer updating when I raced the night when we went from summer to winter time last year. Stupid idiot regarding UTC. Yeah, Windows sets the system time on your the clock on your computer to your regional time. It does that, but Linux sets it to UTC, and then just displays you a different time in this, while running it. You know, which is kind of convenient in some sense, but like, it's also like it causes this friction. So that's fun. I don't know. I need to perhaps figure out a automatic script that on boot up just tells Windows to just fucking do it already. I mean, I should have also like years ago made an automatic script for like setting up my stream, because I have this like just pile of just software I'm using that I need to manually start and takes like 5 minutes to set everything up. Because yeah, I need to start specifically. I need SteamVR running. Well, yeah, I need SteamVR running. I need SimHub running. I need then I need to once SteamVR is running, I can turn VC-Face on, because if I turn VC-Face earlier on, it will not for some reason capture the microphone, so the mouth movements aren't tracked. Then I can start virtual motion capture. Well, I can start it before VC-Face, but I need to start it after VR is on. Then I really need to start the game before I actually start. Before I actually calibrate and pull up my OVR toolkit overlays, because then if I pull those before up, they have a tendency to just fly away, because sometimes while starting the game, ACC, when going from the room scale VR scale to the seated VR scale, sometimes it just throws you effectively under the floor and teleports you around and stuff. That doesn't play particularly well with the Windows, so they just get thrown around with the positioning not being set correctly. So that's fun. So I calibrate nowadays after starting up the game, so it doesn't mess with me anymore. But it's a bit of an issue with, like, for example, EC, because you can't really do this. This is why I have also 2 presets for my model to get around this problem. So in case it gets stuck in one, just do the other one. Yeah, it's fun. Oh yeah, also I need to in between have well, after starting my VR, I can start OBS, so my audio sources are still captured correctly, and then I can select the broadcast I want, so my chat window shows up correctly, and I can capture it when I pull up the overlay. I can capture it. Fun. I really mess with stuff. You have to change that in Windows to accept the UTC. I guess I don't know if that's gonna be possible in the HAL or something. Well, I guess you could probably more convince Linux to actually accept that it sets the system clock in CET. You're more likely to probably succeed with that. To just convince it to do stupid stuff like that. You probably won't like it, but you know. I'm running Arch, by the way, so you could probably convince the thing to do that. Right, okay then. It's yes. Love some Arch. The Arch mindset. I mean, the funny thing is, Arch. I was running Lubuntu before on my laptop, and going over to Arch, it's you could previously on Lubuntu you can just pip install packages and it just doesn't care. But like Arch explicitly goes, no, you can't install packages with pip. You need to set up a virtual environment before you can install anything. Arch is very explicit about it. It blocks you from doing this stuff. You need to use pacman for installing packages system-wide. You can still use npm effectively. Yes, that does work. Because I actually use that for the socket, because I wanted a CLI socket.io client. And basically the best option for that is one from NPM. So yeah, you can system-wide install CLI clients to written fucking JavaScript. This is one on the list of the cursed things you can summon into this universe. But I mean, I guess NPM in that sense functions as its own. You know, I mean, the thing is, there's a bunch of packages. A lot of Linux runs on Python. It's a bit different to Windows, where like yes, you can install like if you make a people love using Python, but it's like it's funny because you can on Windows you have the packaging issue because you can't guarantee that someone actually has Python installed. But in Linux, it's like it's a guarantee that he has Python installed. You could ship your application with Python; it is guaranteed there's Python on there. Like making a Linux install without Python is like a challenge category. I mean, for example, even my Kubernetes cluster machines, they have Python installed because then I can use Ansible on them. It's like it's really funny. So you need to like Windows use like C Python to bundle stuff. It's hilarious. Had like Linux is like, well, it's Python, you know. We have this shit all over the place. Yeah. Yeah, and you have Rust, which I like to write in. And that just compiles to source, compiles to binary, and you don't have to think about anything. That sounds very practical. But yeah, okay, I'm wrapping up anyway, so we're gonna likely leave here now. Right. I think I'm gonna end it now. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely gonna back on Saturday again for VTrack, but I have still some busy stuff with assignments this week, and then like I'm a bit freer than next week. Although starting the week after, I have like math assignment. Not assignment. It's the exam, and I need to succeed in that. That needs to be a high priority, right? Rust disk. Not heard that, I guess. Really? It's like not speaking anything to me. I don't know. I don't know. It's probably some helpful application that I'm not aware of. Yeah, I'm just gonna say Radeon Rio Tokyo. And that was my keyboard falling down. But I don't know, what could we actually replace Rio with? Because we do have Tokyo in the Rust ecosystem and we have Radeon. What's actually a song again? It's New York Rio Tokyo. What do we have for New York? Because I just replaced it. It's just my Bluetooth keyboard. I regularly yeet it off by accident. Like I do so many things. I'm like Linus is a good competition with me. God damn it, the cable on my headset has decided that it doesn't want to slide right now. Because I have this carabiner with like a zip tie, and then the cable runs effectively along the inside the zip tie. Basically, I could click, so I don't have to open the carabiner to get the cable in there. I just have a zip tie that like I shifted to the carabiner, and the zip tie lies guides the cable. So my headset cable guides over to the right. So it doesn't like flap around while I'm driving. The problem is, sometimes when you move, the cable like decides to, actually move forward and you don't have any issues with it. Other times, like this time, the cable does not want to move and you just like, you suddenly strangle yourself effectively with the damn thing. Also, can you finally get off the floor? So yeah, you have sometimes this problem. And then sometimes it's just then loosely laying around and you have to manually tighten the damn thing. Carabiner. Yes. I don't know if it's what the term for the English term actually would be. Is it also a carbine? Also, what the hell is all happening with notifications? Okay, I guess I got an email for, like, the gift you sent to me. I guess it wanted to also send me an email for that. Did I have Leaf Company actually on my... Yeah, you know, it gave me an email for, like, it's funny, it sends me an email at 2300 that, like, you know, I get the email that, like, you know, Lethal Company's on sale right now, considering that I got gift at 1017 with Lethal Company inside. Great job, Valve. I know I haven't unpacked it yet, but, like, great job, Valve. Volvo, you did that great. But that's not noopsie daisy. Alright then, okay. I said no a few times that I'm gonna wrap up. Yeah, I mentioned this earlier on the stream, but like I hadn't. I did run off the wall. Actually, I want to check briefly something. Because I did see the schedule for the next season of the Porsche Cup Championship. Yes, I said I didn't want to fucking drive it again because I tortured myself. I didn't even stream the last round because, like, I just didn't feel like it anymore. But, like, I looked at this, they posted the schedule and it was just like, you're gotta be kidding me now. Like, yeah, like, you're just messing with me at this point. Right. Is it literally called Winter 2? You guys are about as original as a ham sandwich. Yes. Okay, it starts February 19th, so isn't even starting this week. It runs Barcelona. Okay, fine, whatever. It's a racetrack. It runs Bathurst. Okay, a bit more interesting, you know, but like Indianapolis. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Quite up my alley. Watkins Glen, one of the few circuits I've won in the Porsche Cup on already. Yes, gimme. So yeah, this has been like immediately like, I want to get out of this, but like then they showed me a good schedule. I'm like, oh shit, I'm back in this again. Am I? They have me by the balls again. God damn it. Yeah, it's fun stuff. Anyway, I do have one actual exam on a Monday. And that is on the 18th of March. But that's 1600, so like I can run the evening in front of... Oh no, the mechanical keyboard drivers has grabbed me. Hasn't that already before? Haven't I also commented on any one of you posts that, like, a joke months ago about, you know, going into dead for just the perfect funk? By the way, I didn't drop a mechanical keyboard. I don't think I've even owned a mechanical keyboard. I own a Pretendo, which is the thing that like I actually use for typing on. It kind of tries to pretend to be a mechanical till you deep clean it and realize it is a membrane still. Like, you can take the keycaps off. It looks like a mechanical switch underneath that. You can take the switch out. You suddenly realize it's just a plastic plunger that... A plastic encasing around a plunger that just plunges down on a freaking membrane underneath. So the thing is bloody loud to type on. So yeah. I mean, I know a half a thing about these because occasionally they keep popping up into my recommended, so I guess that happens. It says, yeah, I guess 100% keyboard for 66 euros sounds pretty nice. I guess that has all the components on it, or is that just like the PCB case, or like just the PCB, or just the switches, or like just the keycaps? Because do I have a connection again? I don't know why OBS does this to me. It did that early in the stream, like about a minute into it, and it's just done it again about after 2.5 hours. But yeah, it just dropped again, my connection. It's just like it just went the drop frames just whoop. Gosh, I don't know why it does that. But I mean, I don't know how much he actually got buffered for that. Yeah, go figure. Pre-built hot swap and detachable cable. Yeah. Yeah. As I said, like you could literally spend in those circles this amount of money on like just one of the components that makes up a keyboard. Right. Okay then. I guess I shall wrap this up. Maybe get some sleep. Maybe just set up. I need to make. I really want to run a different livery for Saturday for VTrack. I definitely have an idea I want to run, but I mean, I wanted to run a certain livery for the Porsche Cup Championship, and I never got in those 4 rounds to actually run it because I never made it. God damn it. But yeah, I definitely have a certain idea for the and unfortunately, I think it's not gonna be actually the livery that the A-Team Iris livery in the end. We're gonna go for another VTuber livery. I guess it's gonna be very clear for which VTuber we're gonna go this time. After I had Pomo in the car for 2 rounds. Let's see, what track are we actually running this week in VTrack? Wait, you're not driving, I'm running. Nürburgring. Well, how bad is the BOP actually in Nürburgring for me? Well, I mean, there's no BOP gonna be there, but like, how much am I missing? It's a good question. Like, how much am I getting fucked over here? Where is it? Leaks and resources. Yes, the track delicious BOP. Because they still have the old numbers up here, which allows me to very easily just scroll and figure out what certain cars have. Where's my N6 Evo? Okay, N6 Evo. We need to go to Nürburgring. A minus 10 kilograms. Okay. So Ferrari gets plus 15. Yeah, okay, that's fine. AMR Vantage gets minus 27 kilograms. I don't know. I mean Gamepad Pro is gonna be fucked over with that one. Audi R8 Evo 2 gets plus 20 kilograms, so that's a bit more of an issue. But I mean, I'm 25 kilograms down on Akito and 30 kilograms down on Vreska. I mean, if it rains again, this is gonna work out because I had worse odds at Indy, according to the sheet. But then again, that was Indy at flooded conditions, and I'm... Apparently the others can't handle wet tracks. Yeah, I just had weepy. It's wet. It just drove circles around people. How does a 720S non-Evo look like? 0. Okay, that's... The 720S Evo gets 7 kilograms on the circuit. Extra. Who else do I have to concern with? The M4, well, Jordan is not driving this week. He's busy watching cars go left. So there's that. The Lexusi is. I should check out which event is here's Lexusi. Yeah, I mean that's not minus 40 kilogram range. Yes, I did very much EP on that circuit in the wet. I mean, we did well on the wet here as well, but like it wasn't enough. As soon as it dried off, the murk just disappeared into the distance, and we had nothing to offer up again anymore. Sad. Happens, unfortunately. Right. I think we're now to the 5th time I'm saying I'm gonna wrap up now, so we're gonna. Good night. I shall be back on Saturday. There's not gonna be a race on Monday. But I kind of wanna do perhaps a Monday evening stream. Perhaps I really wanna perhaps stream some, because I've tried a bit Elite Dangerous. I feel like doing this again, but maybe trying it from Linux. But then again, I briefly tried VR on Linux, and it's just with Elite again, and I don't know. I think the case is that there is no asynchronous reprojection, and I heavily rely on that. Because I run my headset at 120 Hz and, for example, play ACC at effectively 60. And what I have experienced was, interesting things. With, just my eye being... With just... I move a bit and, the text completely gets blurred out. And stuff like that just isn't quite right. Maybe I do have Half-Life Alyx playthrough again. It's not just been a year since I've started trying this shit and done 5 attempts. No, actually, I think I'm on the 6th one. I still haven't beaten the game without dying. So yeah, maybe I do that. I shall figure out something to do. Right. Good night. Bye bye.